Well, we have a pit bull. He's now a year old. When he was 9 months old, we took him to the vet. He got really sick very fast. He began, like it just hit him all of a sudden. When we got to the vet, they thought because he was so old that it must have been distemper. And he said, if it's distemper, there's nothing we can do. He has to be immediately put to sleep. It will just get worse. But we're going to run some tests to make sure. And at the time, the Badass dogs had just gotten over here to the dog house. They just started the treatment. So the distemper cure wasn't really well known. It was more of an experimental thing. And so they were still very much euthanizing dogs that had distemper. There was nothing else they could have done. So we're sitting here and we're watching this dog that's just full of life and we love so dearly face death because of a possible distemper. And watching him just go so fast, and they did so many tests on him, and it was really, really painful. And when it ended up being parvo, we were so relieved. But looking back, the thought of him being euthanized for something as little now as we know, distemper that can be cured, he would have just been such a good dog that would have become a statistic. If the cure would have been known, they would have never hesitated. It would have been like, we're just going to cure him, he'll be fine. So there's no telling how many more dogs had faced a very similar fate and just didn't get to leave that doctor like ours did. And it would have been very heartbreaking. And he's such a good little boy, but my heart breaks for all these families that go to these vets and they're told about distemper and they're told, well, there's nothing we can do. And these children and these families are losing their pets because nobody knows about this. It's not out there. It's just what they consider experimental, but it's just an amazing thing. And I really hope that it goes nationwide and that there's less dogs that have to face death because of this cure. I'm really hoping that the news gets out and nobody ever has to hear what we did.
What's today's date, Joey? March?
The 7th.
7th.
March the 7th, I believe.
That's Roscoe.
Yes.
How's Roscoe doing?
Doing great. He's not skinny anymore. He's gained some weight.
Oh, he had to have done. You said he was real expensive.
Well, it was the boarding, and the doctor treated with the human interferon before the serum.
Oh.
And that was costly. And then he was sent to 2 different vets. They couldn't treat it, but you know the vet bills can charge up $1,200 without any treatment to decide what's wrong with the dog. Then she had to board the dog for $100 a day in a closet.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, and so finally, and the dog was getting enough walking, and so I said, send it to me. So they put it in a plane and send it. You know, you see in the bag. Yeah, they brought it in the bag. And Hero and David went up, picked it up at Birmingham Airport, right?
Yeah,
Birmingham Airport.
Are you video recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Just the
Okay,
terminal.
here we are, sir.
Don't worry,
We are at the terminal here at, this is the Calcutta terminal. And there's very existing flights. We can get you to Singapore soon. No, dude, we will make it. That says Beham. That's not Birmingham, that's Beham. It's a restaurant we have here. So you can get good vegetable korma.
Oh, no.
Hey, buddy. Kind of got that shape thing going on, don't you?
Yeah, his teeth are like...
Don't worry, we got one at the house like that.
Lisa?
Hey, who's up? My friend Hero.
Hey, how you doing?